Hey everyone, how's it going? I got myself a new tank the other day, the ELC AMX, and I've only played one game in it so far, and it's the one you're seeing right now. I've never played the ELC before in my life, not even on the test server, but it was one of the tanks on my World of Tanks bucket list, if you will, along with the KV-2. Which I still plan to get at some point. Now, ELC AMX is a very small, tiny pancake of a tank with a 90mm gun at tier 5. It does not have a fully traversable turret, so it kind of makes it like a weird little tank destroyer that can scout for itself. Since its base view range is not that good at only 360 meters, and the signal range is also pretty bad at 360 meters. But with binoculars and a decent crew, my view range is actually decent. So I'm going to be doing spotting for myself and the rest of the team that's in this area. Actually, speaking of crew, I actually have my female crew in the ELC AMX, or at least the 2 members that I have from the missions. And I aim in so hard that the replay breaks, apparently. But yeah, unfortunately there's no female voiceover for the crews yet. So, the voices are a bit masculine. But I decided to go down the French light tank into medium tank line because I wanted the bat chat for future Clan Wars. I realize it's going to take me a while to get there, but might as well start now. And I figured the female crew would be quite good to put in these French light tanks because you have enough experience to get 6th Sense right off the bat. And the Sisterhood of Steel perk you get for free is quite nice as well. Now I decided to reposition back along this sniper ridge, if you will, to try and help out this VK. But my positioning wasn't actually that good. I let the house come between me and the enemy KV-85. I end up getting him in the end, but I probably could have picked my position a little better. Now, this game, going into it, XVM was actually showing, I think it was a 33% chance to win. I have some quite skilled players on the enemy team. And we're up on tanks, but we're not really up on health very much. Well, now it's not so bad, but most of the good players on the enemy team are still left alive. So it's definitely not over yet, and I want to have a decent impact in this game in order for us to win it. That being said, the team did play pretty well, actually. Well, until this Cromwell goes full YOLO mode on the enemy Jagdpanzer 4. There's not really much I can do to save him at this point. I'm just hoping that he can finish off the Jagdpanzer, which he does end up doing. This allows me to take a shot at the enemy Cromwell and then bug out as quickly as possible. So I don't want to get shot by that VK that's camping on the 1 line. Or not really camping, but sitting back. And we still haven't spotted their KV-2, but he ends up being over an A1 sniping because Russian 152mm derp guns are accurate, yo. And now I just want to harass this enemy Cromwell as much as possible. And I don't know what it is about the replays, but whenever I auto-aim on a tank, the reticle just seems to disappear. But, like, I know I said I haven't played this tank before, and that's true, but I wasn't exactly going into playing this game where this tank blind. I had some idea of what I should be doing by a few forum posts I read and a few videos I've watched. And I knew that if worse comes to worse, I could end up face-hugging the KV-2 if I wanted to. And he wouldn't be able to shoot me at all. But it never actually comes to that. So I finish off their M37 artillery piece. And now, I wasn't exactly sure initially how to approach this situation. If the enemy VK and Panzer 38 NA had stayed along the one line, I think I probably would have gone and attacked the KV-2 since he was isolated from the other two, and then gone from there. But what the enemies do here kind of just make my decision really easy for me. The enemy Panzer 38 NA charges ours, and I finish them off. I guess that was a waste of APCR, but I had that loaded for the enemy VK and the KV-2. Because I don't want to be bouncing. Like, even with the normal AP rounds, I should have enough penetration to go through either one of them fairly reliably. But I don't really want to take the chance. Especially when the reload on this gun is... Well, I mean, it's not the slowest ever, but it's certainly not fast. It's about 9 seconds to reload the gun. So, finish off the VK. The enemy KV-2 is looking at me, so I'm just going to hide behind the house until he turns away. And as soon as he does, I go and attack. And yes, this tank does actually get stopped by trees, as you're about to see. It's hilarious. This is probably the trolliest tank I've ever come across in World of Tanks. The amount of times I've shot at ELC AMXs and hit or bounced for no damage, never mind the amount of times I've missed shooting at these things, is just ridiculous. So I'm really glad I decided to finally get one. So yeah, first game, Mastery Badge, High Caliber and Top Gun. Dealing 2,194 damage and getting 1,296 base experience. Top of the team on damage and experience. And yeah, there's my stats in the ELC. I guess I can sell it now, huh? Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll catch you next time. Until then, happy hunting.